Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday, and welcome back to the Sharp Sports Report. It's Brandon, and listen, the middle of July is officially doing what we all know it does best, and that's providing nonstop elite sports transitions. As I'm recording this episode on Sunday, you guys are listening to this on Monday. The 2026 Las Vegas Summer League is officially wrapping up its 2-week run, and the sample size is no longer small. We have real substantial game tape on the league's newest building blocks, and the time for speculative projections is now over. And now it is time to hand out my official report card on how the Summer League went this year. But while the lights are turning off on the hardwood in Vegas, the lights are blindingly bright down in Tampa, Florida, because this morning, SEC Media Days officially open up the circus. The microphones are hot, the cameras are rolling, and the unofficial opening ceremony of the college football season is now officially underway starting today. We are exactly 1 month away from real football, and the narrative warfare has just begun. So this morning, I'm going to be grading the lottery standouts who completely altered their franchise outlooks over the last 10 days in the Summer League. Then I'm just going to be diving in to some of the massive football storylines dominating the SEC floor this week. So go grab your morning coffee, lock in, and let's dive right into this. Over in Vegas, where the summer circuit is officially in the books, we watched the highly anticipated rookie classes go to work, and a few specific prospects earned absolute gold stars from me. And then the first one I'm going to give is the number one pick, AJ Dybantsa for the Wizards. Washington did shut him down after just 2 games, and honestly, it was an absolute A performance. Dybantsa showed a level of rim pressure and foul drawing craft that looks completely fluid for a guy sitting at nearly 6'10". He attempted 14 free throws and dropped 50 points in those 2 games alone. The vertical whistle translates immediately with Dybantsa's game into the pros. I think he's going to be an absolute weapon for Washington, and I'm super excited to see how well it goes. And then you check the tape on Darryn Peterson with the Jazz. Peterson unexpectedly suited up for a 4th game instead of shutting down. And his pace dictation is already borderline elite. He tap dances to his spots out of high pick and rolls like he's walking on water. The efficiency numbers were a little low across the board for the top rookies, but Peterson's physical control and advanced pull-up game proved he is a day one structural piece in Salt Lake. I think out of all prospects, this is the one I'm most interested in seeing along with Darius Acuff Jr. for the Kings, but Darryn Peterson is going to be an absolute player to watch in the NBA. I'm super excited with how he dictates the pace of the game on his own. He never looks rushed. He never looks out of sorts. He always is just fluid, and his jump shot is absolutely gorgeous. But my third gold star for this 26 Summer League has to be Caleb Wilson for the Bulls. Wilson blew the roof off the building in his debut with a 35-point masterclass, knocking down 7 3-pointers in a single game. And for context, he hit exactly 7 3-pointers all year during his freshman run in North Carolina. If his perimeter gravity is real and you pair that with his elite motor and dynamic shot creation, Chicago just drafted a flat-out superstar. He's definitely getting an A+ for the summer. Those 3 have been my top guys to watch in the Summer League. I did watch a little bit of Darius Acuff. He does shoot a lot, but God, does he remind me of Allen Iverson. The way he moves, just how quick he is, his shiftiness, his way to spread the floor. But those 3 are my top 3 gold stars for the Summer League. But here it is, folks. It is time to transition, because now we're trading the hardwood for the gridiron. The SEC Media Days Traveling Roadshow officially kicks off this morning in Tampa. This is where perception shapes reality before a single pad clicks in August. Let's look at the heavy-hitting schedule and the major organizational focal points as coaches take the podium this week. You've got the Texas Longhorns, which their major focal point is going to be the SEC integration and high roster expectations. And the roster catalyst to kind of watch for Texas right now in Steve Sarkisian's voice is Arch Manning. All the preseason hype, once again. He has a certified number 1 wide receiver now in Cam Coleman, who came over from Auburn. Do we finally see Texas get over the hump and back into a playoff, let alone a national title? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Next one I'm interested in is the Ole Miss Rebels. I think their focal point for this media week has to be sustaining top-tier college football playoff contention. And how does Trinidad Chambliss, who's one of my preseason Heisman lookouts, how does he carry this team further than what he did last year? How can he help Ole Miss turn the page? It's going to be interesting. I think Ole Miss is going to be an interesting team to watch this year. My third team to look out for these media days, as far as how they go about these media days, is the Oklahoma Sooners. How are they going to navigate the initial SEC gauntlet on their schedule? And how is John Mateer going to lead that offensive engine down in Boomer Sooner? I mean, we saw what he did before he got injured. Now he's fully healthy. Are we going to see Oklahoma now chasing that number 1, number 2 spot in the CFP? Are we going to see them have an undefeated season? Are we going to see them in an SEC title game? Maybe against Texas, maybe against, Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Ole Miss? Who knows? I'm excited to see how that goes. I mean, last but not least, you already know where this is going. LSU. Lane Kiffin's modern up-tempo install. How does that correlate to LSU after he left Ole Miss high and dry? And, he has, I said this in the last episode, I don't think you guys understand. He has a 59% chance, he has a 59% portal and new influx of players with that LSU roster. Over half of his players on that roster transfer portal and guys from Ole Miss, and also new recruits. That is a huge number to try to gel together in such a short period of time to get ready for football season. I think the SEC is going to be the talking point of the entire year, especially with Lane Kiffin. I think it's week 6 that they play Ole Miss, and I believe it's in Oxford, Mississippi, which is just, I can't wait. And I think, if I stand corrected, is that the October 7th or October 10th weekend slate where if someone says, listen, if you schedule a wedding, you're just absolutely crazy? It's one of those days. Correct me if I'm wrong. Comment what date you think I'm talking about. I think it's either the 7th or the 10th of October, where that weekend, that Saturday full of games is just unbelievable. I will be glued to my chair all day long. But, when listening to this lineup that I just explained to you guys, all the early media oxygen is going to be sucked up by the massive star power. You have Heisman candidates like Chambliss and Arch Manning out of Texas commanding the room before they even take a live snap. But the coach I'm watching closest on the microphone is going to be Lane Kiffin. Kiffin's offenses historically lead the country in chunk plays, but running that hyper-fast, ultra-modern tempo requires total harmony. When you are standing at the podium representing a team with over 60 new players on the roster, the media is going to grill you on one specific word: cohesion. How fast can this group map out their visual communication? We are about to find out exactly how confident Kiffin is in his defensive retooling. But let's be real. Once media days wrap up, the talking stops and fall camps open up across the country, and the pressure points are highly distinct. For Texas and Sarkisian, finishing the week on Thursday, it's all about validation. They aren't the new kids on that block entering the SEC anymore. They are expected to be immediate alpha dogs. And for programs like Oklahoma and Mike Elko's squad over at A&M, the pressure is structural. They have to prove their lines of scrimmage can hold up over a brutal 9-week stretch without breaking down. The transfer portal completely flattened the talent gap in college football, and the teams that win in late November are the ones that iron out their operational details right now. During the heat of August camp, the clock is ticking, and the margin for error right now for most of these SEC frontrunners is officially 0. I'm so excited, dude. College football starts next month. You guys should be excited. We're going to be deep diving more into college football starting on Thursday morning's next episode. But listen, guys, the summer leagues are graded. The college football mics are live today in the SEC down in Tampa, and the sports calendar is officially picking up high-octane speed. I want to hear from you guys in the comments section. Which lottery pick got the most accurate grade from our summer league review? And just to reiterate, I gave Dybantsa an A. I'm going to give Peterson an A-, maybe a B+, and I'm going to give Caleb Wilson an A++. I mean, he has looked tremendous. Let me know who I missed, who you guys think also had an A+ type of, or just an A general letter grade in the 26 Summer League. Like, are you guys buying the Caleb Wilson shot creation hype in Chicago? And then looking at the SEC Media Days kicking off this morning, which quarterback are you putting your early Heisman money on? Is it Arch Manning? Is it Chambliss? Is it going to be Sam Leavitt with LSU and Lane Kiffin now? I mean, there's so much. There's so much. Drop your guys' answers, or your little predictions in the comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on Spotify and YouTube so you never miss our Monday and Thursday morning drops. Later this week, I'm going to be releasing some fast-paced shorts on YouTube and TikTok, kind of just diving more into college football, getting everybody geared up. I just dropped a video on YouTube if you want to go check it out on who you guys think the best quarterback wide receiver duo is going to be. I put Archie Manning and Cam Coleman up there. I put Dante Moore and Darcorian Moore, if I'm saying that right, from Oregon. CJ Carr, Jaden Greathouse at Notre Dame, or Julian Sayin and Jeremiah Smith Jr. at Ohio State. Make sure to check that out. Leave a comment on which one you think, or if there's a quarterback wide receiver duo I did not mention in that video, please put that in the comment. Appreciate you guys starting your Monday morning drive with me. Stay disciplined, stay locked to the tape, and I will catch you on Thursday morning's episode. Peace.